Good morning. What's today? Thursday, February 10th. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, as you're coming in, please throw in the chat where you're coming in from. I'm going to put mine in here. Where are you from? I am from, you'll see mine here. I'd love to see yours. All right, Palm Coast. Who lives in Palm Coast? Cherie? All right. Good morning, Michelle. I love it. Tacoma, Washington. All right. Virginia Beach. Amy, how are you? Haven't talked to you in a while. All right. Anthony, good morning. From Mississippi, welcome. Tennessee, I love it. Awesome. All right. As you're coming in this morning, as we always start off this morning, and I love this way that we kind of go about we're going to talk about structure today. And I love that part of the structure that we are implementing in our lives and in our businesses is gratitude. So put in your top three, just three this morning, three things, the top highlights in terms of things that you woke up this morning as you're practicing gratitude that you're grateful for, and share it with us in the chat here. And we're going to get started here as everybody's coming in. Sleep, health, water. Good morning, Don. I love it. A warm blanket. Ooh, coffee. Oh, I like it. I like it. All right. Is it cold where you are? I saw who that was. I think that was Matt and Jamie. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So everybody's throwing, if you're just coming in, we're throwing some things in the chat that you're grateful for. And I'm just chewing up some time so that I can make sure everybody's in here before we get started and kick us off here. All right. Health, family, water. Good morning, Liliana. Awesome. All right. Grateful. Yes. Grateful for family. I'm grateful for my health, and I'm grateful for this community. And I'm grateful for my wife and my family, and that they're all healthy. All right. So this morning, before I get started in talking a little bit about structure, one of the things I just want to make sure, how many of you have not registered for convention yet? Blink at me if you have not. All right. Now, please do yourself the honor and a huge favor to yourself and register for convention. Very quickly, the first time that I went to convention, I actually had went to one Optavia event before, and some of you know, it was Go Global. And that's the next one I'm going to ask you if you haven't signed up yet. But think about the opportunity. My first event was a Go Global event in 2018. And wow, just life-changing experience. I think it was life-changing because I heard something that I hadn't heard before. And what that was really the mission. I know some of you maybe got started in this business as maybe a way to help with making a little bit of money, which is great. Some of you for accountability, and some of you for purpose and fulfillment. And I'm just going to be honest, when I first heard this, I heard about this business opportunity. This is a way for Rachel and I to bring me home a little bit more with my family, as some of you may know. And by the way, my name is Tim Richards, if I haven't met you before, Rachel Richards' husband. But we got into this to help people, but it was a way that we could also make a little bit of money and bring me home, which there's nothing wrong with that. It was great. We were helping people get healthy. We had gotten healthy on this program. And so I had this amazing experience of going to Go Global and going into it thinking that, okay, I'm going to learn a little bit more how this business operates. I have a business background like Rachel's, and so my business mind was there. And then I heard from Dr. A, and I was like, this is something different. I was expecting them to walk across, the stage with the big check and a car, and you could win this if you sell enough of these. And that's not what it was. And I think you guys know that. And I was just captivated by what he had to say about the mission and how much it meant to him. And I wanted to be a part of that mission. And And so please do yourself a favor and register for convention. If this is going to be your first event, drop it in the chat. I'd love to meet you at convention. I'll be there. I booked our hotel room last night, or yesterday rather. But drop in the chat. I'd love to meet you. If this is going to be your first event, Optavia convention, please register. Early bird convention, I believe, is it ends at the end of this month. So make sure that you get that in there. We are staying at the Lowe's, by the way, Allie. We wanted to stay a little bit away from the venue just so we could kind of, right, all the hustle. But I'm telling you, some of you may want to be there. With all the excitement, there's lots of stuff. And if you haven't been to those events, Optavians are amazing people because we're all on the same mission and we care about people and connecting with people. So I think you'll really enjoy it. You'll see it's the real deal. From whether it's from this team or other teams, it's just people that really want to help other people. And I'm inspired by all of you. So convention, please make sure you register. Also, Go Global. We definitely want you to make sure that you are registered for that event coming up here very shortly in April. And so you know how to register. You're going to be making ED and you're working with your mentors to ensure that that all happens for you. And the systems we have, holy cow, like this is awesome. I'm so grateful for everyone that's put this together, and man, it's been amazing. So make sure you communicate with your mentorship team so they can support you in your goals to go to this event. You have to be an executive director. So if you're projecting to do that, you can go ahead and register, you just have to make it January, February, March, and you're in. All right, so let's get started. We're going to talk about structure this morning. And one of the things I just want to share with you with structure is, first of all, I think structure, the only way to go about it is you got to understand the benefit of it. All of you have benefited from it because all of you are Optavians. We got started with our health with a very structured but simple plan. And so structure, you'll hear Dr. A talk about it many times. Structure is the highway to transformation. It's the way that we go about creating new habits. And so as you're looking at structure in your business of helping people, right? Helping other people define some predictable path for them to follow to find some success in their health. You're going to be using some structure to help you help people well and help you to run a very consistent and healthy business. And so when you go about structure, you have to realize that structure can add growth, but it doesn't make the difference if you're not consistent in it, right? And so you have to go about structure like following steps, right? How many of you, if drop in the chat, what's the temperature that water boils at? Anybody know? I'm just curious. Anybody know what's the temperature that water boils at? Let's see if anyone gets it here. Yeah, that's right. Anthony, 212. But does it boil at 211? No, it's just hot water, right? 1 degree allows the water, right, the molecules to get to the point where they start to turn into a gas. And that's like structure. You have to follow all of the steps, the recipe, the ingredients in order to get the structure that you're looking for. And so when I think about structure in our business, when Rachel and I first started, I'm so glad they're on, and I'm so glad that they still talk to us. But Josh and Michelle came to us and they said, hey, here's how we do things. And you know what we said? Anybody want to guess? We got it. I know what I'm doing. I've done this before. Ego, right? All those things that got in the way of us helping people. And some of you on here maybe remember that as we got started. We were kind of all over the place, kind of knew what we knew. But the one thing we didn't know is how to be successful, but they did. And so we went about it the hard way, right? Josh and Michelle, probably like at least the first year and a half, maybe even 2 years, maybe longer. I don't know. I try not to remember those days. We've already apologized to them many of times and thanked them over and over for just bearing with us. And I'm so grateful again for them. And they didn't give up on us. But I want you to realize that structure is going to give you all of the things that you need in order to have what you want out of this business. I want you to think of structure like you're digging for gold, not for dirt. Think about that. Sometimes when we go about structure, it's like, oh, right? It's almost like we're resisting the very thing. And so I want you to go about structure like you're digging for gold, not for dirt, right? Is there going to be things in the way with structure that are going to be hard? Yeah, right. In fact, one of our leadership attributes or our transformational leadership habits, if you will, is we seek growth and we embrace obstacles as the way, right? And so I don't want you to go at this like structure is the very thing that's the obstacle, right? It's actually the very thing that's going to help you to transform your business and help people really well. And so I want you to embrace structure as something that's for you, right? And so I want to give you a couple things. I want to give you a couple things tactically and practically this morning that I think will help you with structure. One of which is I look at structure as the science in our business. It's the skills in our business. It's the strategy in our business, right? And so when you go about structure as science, it's just logical. It's just following a step-by-step process, right? But along the way, you're going to identify things in you that are going to trigger things for you that maybe identify some obstacles that you're having. And I want you to look at them as a way that you can use them to be powerful in your business, use them to be powerful in your day, right? Throw in the chat how many of you this has been helpful, that you start your day with gratitude. Yeah. So starting your day with gratitude has been very helpful for you. So look at that as a way that is building structure into your day. And think of it as a way that, think of it as something that you can do every day, whether you feel like doing it or not. When you go about something with one foot in, right? When you go about structure in your business, when you go about structure, even in your personal development, it still has the same meaning. It doesn't lessen the impact for you, right? And so sometimes you got to ask yourself, if you're resisting some of the structure, why? Why am I resisting the structure in this business? If the structure in this business is the on-ramp to success, what is it that in me that's resisting or stopping or fighting the structure, right? And for some of you, the structure is amazing. It's the bridge that you're using for you to get from one place to the other. So think about structure is less about someone trying to control you, right? And more so as the very thing that you are looking for, which is when you bought your coaching kit, you decided, I want to be extremely successful in this. How many of you, when you bought your coaching kit, said, this is something that I want to fail at miserably, right? None of you, right? All of you had this thought that this could be something that really could make the difference for you, right? And so one of my favorite sayings is from a very successful business owner. And one of the things he said is that the team that sees reality the best wins. And so go about structure with telling yourself the truth about where you are with your structure, right? So let's go through a couple things. I promised you some tactical things that are going to help you to be successful in terms of creating structure in your business, okay? So first thing, at the beginning of the month, you want to prepare a map, right? You're going to prepare a map. A monthly action plan for your business. This is for you. This is for the clients that you serve, right? You're going to have, it provides about 50 spots on there for you to put names. And I know all of you are working a list of at least 100, right? But you got to have that structure in place. So at the beginning of the month, you have your map. And I would argue it's before that, right? So a map, extremely important. You're calendarizing your day the day before and preparing and planning your day. You're meeting with your mentor on the 1st and the 15th of every month. You're looking at your projections and where things are going, right? You're interviewing clients and coaches on social media. You're looking at who would be a great partner for me, right? You're celebrating success on your team, right? You're looking for ways to empower people to help other people on this mission. So this morning, I know we're out of time, but one of the things I just want to leave you with is this. Structure, if it's going to be the vehicle in which you are successful, embrace it. Look for the gold in it and not for the dirt. And partner with your mentors, partner with this community to get better at being consistent. And what you will find is that you will have all the things that you want out of this business and out of this community and out of this mission, as you consistently align your actions and your structure around the things that have been proven through over and over in terms of providing success and value for you and for the clients in your business. So thank you very much, everybody. And I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning. Take care.